Welcome to a special edition of our Poise Signature home workout. Today we're going to be switching between two different locations as we cycle through our 10 rounds of strength, functional movement, and cardio. Each exercise is 1 minute, and the only equipment that you'll need is a sofa or chair, 2 pillows, and a towel. Let's get started with some stretches. Starting off with our hip swings, we want to find an area where we can swing our leg side to side, posting up against the wall, starting with either leg. We just want to make sure a stationary leg, we balance the ball of our foot, and we swing our leg across our body. We'll swing our leg across our body, working for 10 reps. Every couple of reps, trying to swing our leg a little bit higher, giving us an active stretch on the inside and the outside of our quad, our inner thigh, as well as our IT band. Good. We want to make sure, again, we swing our leg across our body and progressively get a little bit higher as we proceed through the exercise. Good. And after we get our 10 reps, we'll be doing our active hamstring stretch. Again, we'll use the wall for this one. Having one hand on the wall, using our opposite hand to touch our opposite toe. So we'll keep a slight bend or a stationary leg like we do in our single leg deadlift. Reach, tap the inside of the foot. Again, we'll execute this for our 10 reps. And as we do this, we want to push our hips slightly back, keeping our spine nice and long. Keeping our hips square. Good. Our slight bend to the knee. Good. After we get our 10, we'll face the other way, hold on to the wall, again taking our opposite hand or our opposite foot. Square as we kick back. Good. After that, we'll switch to our knee hug and our quad stretch. Our knee hug, we'll start off just alternating hugging our knee up for a second or two. If we prefer, we can hold on to the wall as well a little bit to assist with this. So we want to stretch out our lower back as we go through, keep our body nice and tall as we work our knee hug. After we get about 5 on each side, we'll switch down to our quad stretch. Again, holding that active quad stretch for a second or two. Feel free to hold on to the wall if we need to with that. Alternating our sides. Getting a good 5 reps on each side. After that, we'll switch it to our active calf stretch. So we'll start off by stretching our soleus, by bending our knees slightly, raising our heel off the ground, pushing into the ball of the foot. It's almost as if we're going into a lunge position. From here, we'll go to our gastrocnemius, the higher part of our calf, by pressing our heel down. From there, we'll raise our heel slightly, dropping the knee again, getting into our soleus and our Achilles. From there, our calf stretch, soleus, heel down, heel up. We'll run between those two positions for our 10 reps.
What you won't do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up.
Good. After our 10, we'll switch our sides.
You tried everything, but you don't give up. You won't do.
Good. Feel free to hold one of the positions or another.
You tried
Feel a little
everything,
bit of stretch in the area.
what you won't do. You tried everything, but you don't give up.
Good. After we get our 10 stretches on there, we'll then move to our upper body. We'll start off with our thoracic rotation. So we'll be on our knees. We'll start off with one hand on the ground. Our opposite hand goes slightly behind the back of the head. What we're going to be doing is working on our thoracic spine down here, working on stretching. So from here, we drop our elbow towards the inside of our knees, opening up just to a comfortable position, lifting our elbow up towards the ceiling. Back down, back up for our stretch, back down, up. Then we'll get our 5 reps on each side. Good. After our 5, we switch. We'll lightly grip it behind the back of the head. Drop it to the center. Open it up. Opening up for our 5th. Good. After that, we'll be working our sagittal front arm circles. So taking our arms out by our sides, rotating it up, rotating down. We've got our 10 arm circles. These are really good for opening up our shoulders, our posterior and our anterior delt. Good. As we progressively go through, trying to reach our fingertips out. Good. And 10. Now, last one will be our doorway stretch. So for our doorway stretch, we'll just find any old doorway and position our forearms up against the inside of the doorway or wherever we can comfortably extend them out to. From here, we want to make sure that we're not protruding our head, but that we keep our head neutral and we allow our entire body to collapse forward. So as we allow our body to pull forward or lean forward, we'll feel a gentle pull on our chest, as well as underneath in our lats and our lower shoulder complex. We want to hold this position for about 5 seconds, release, and we'll lean back down. We'll hold for another 5 seconds, keeping our neck neutral. Good. Check our arms out. Anything else you'd like to do? If not, we're ready to begin. Here we go. For round number 1, we'll be working our sofa dips. So make sure that we have our sofa, or we can switch that out with the chair. After that, we'll be getting some core work with our pointer. Just make sure we have some room to lift our arm and leg. And finally, we'll finish with our cardio, our jog in place, or we can run in place. Feel free to modify that if you'd like. Getting started, let's go ahead and start off with our sofa dip. So a steady drive through our palms as we come up, keeping our hips close to the platform. We'll be working our triceps. Now this is kind of a tough one to get started with, so feel free to take a break at any point. You can take a seat on the sofa or on your chair and shake your arms out at any point. 40 seconds left. Exhaling as we come up. Again, feel free to take that break at any point as we need. We can also readjust our grip as we go through. Sometimes this might put pressure on our wrist. If so, try to find a position that works for you. Good. Exhaling as we come up, elbows stay nice and tight. Neck and shoulders stay relaxed. We have 15 seconds left. Good. Way to breathe up. You got these last reps, 10 seconds. Keeping our hips close to the sofa. Good. Last 5 seconds. Breathing up. 4, 3, 2, and 4. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll reset. Coming up, we have our pointer exercise. So hands and knees are on the ground. We start by raising one leg and our opposite side arm. Let's go ahead and begin. Now, as we raise that arm up, we want our bicep more or less towards our ear. Also, that back leg that's raised, that heel should be facing towards the ceiling. Keeping our belly driven in, core tight, and keep our fingertips extended out. In 10 seconds and we'll switch sides. Nice. 4,
so it doesn't matter
3,
if your bank account's got
2,
2 zeros,
let's go ahead and switch sides whenever you're ready.
Or even if it is
Driving our
0.
belly in as we raise.
That's
Again,
not
that back
what you need to
heel
have
is
a good
facing the ceiling. That back toe is now facing the
You just
ground.
gotta have your friends,
Bicep towards our
have them
ear.
bring their friends,
Thumb facing toward the
and then we can
ceiling.
all be friends.
We're creating length in our body as we keep that belly driven in. Good work. 8 seconds left. Breathing, keeping that core engaged. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. Coming up, we have our jogging in place. So finding a little room, feel free to slow this down. Feel free to modify if you'd like. If not, we'll be on 3, 2, and let's go ahead and begin. Steady knee drive, pumping our arms as well. Feel free to start by just bringing your knees up a little bit. And as we get used to the motion, we can start to drive our knees up a little bit faster. We can also break this up into sets. Feel free to work for a certain amount of time and then take a break. We're 20 seconds in. Good. Make sure, again, we're using our arms to help move our legs, especially when we're running in place. We want to use those arms as well. Good. 30 seconds, we're halfway there. Nice. We might even feel this, again, exaggerating that arm movement. We might feel a little bit in our shoulders. That's okay. Again, take that break as needed. We have 20 seconds left. Exploding through the ball of the foot. Good. Core tight, breathing. 12 seconds left. Nice, good work. Let's finish up here. Here we go. 5 seconds. Driving. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's reset. Round number 2. So round number 2, we have a sofa bridge. So we're having our head on the floor and our heels on the sofa, working our glutes. After that, we'll be switching to our plank with a hip dip. So we're in our forearm plank and we're just shifting our weight side to side. After that, we have our split squat jumps. Feel free to modify this by just simply stepping instead of jumping. All right, and let's go ahead and get in position, our bridge to start, and we're on the clock. Good, driving our heels into the sofa, engaging our glutes at the top of the motion, exhaling up, inhaling down, allowing that lower back to come to the ground between every rep. Good, squeezing right where that hamstring meets that glute at the top of the motion. Good work. Nice, we're halfway there. Feel free to take that break if needed. If not, again, make sure our heels are digging into the sofa. Again, we just drive our hips up. Good, 15 seconds left. Nice, engaging our glutes at the top. 8 seconds left. Good, breathing as we come up. 5 seconds, last ones. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset real quick. Good, we'll take our time flipping around to our forearm plank. We'll be on 4, 3, 2, and let's begin. Good, swaying our hips just to where our body allows. We don't have to go too far. Just sway your hips just to where your body allows. Pulling through our obliques and exhaling as we come up to our forearm plank. Keeping our forearms dug into the ground, just allowing our heels to sway side to side. Breathing on the way up. Good. Try to also keep your heels together if possible as we go side to side. Good, we're at our halfway mark, 30 seconds left. Good, breathing on the way up still. Use that breath. Nice shot, there you go. Good, 20 seconds left. Well done, almost there. Good, 15 left. Breathing, breathing. Again, using the side of our abs to pull us back up. 10 seconds left. Keep that core engaged. 5 seconds. Good form. There you go. 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's go ahead and take our time, coming back up to standing. We have our split squat jumps coming up. So with a steady drive, we'll push through the front of our leg and switch our legs. Feel free again to just step forward or backwards. We'll be on in 4, 3, 2, and let's begin. Good, a steady drive through that quad, through that front leg, we shoot that opposite leg back. Now what makes our split squats tough is that we're off balance, balancing just on that front leg, with our back leg just helping us a little bit with that balance. So again, exploding through that front leg, allowing ourselves to take a break at any point. We're 20 seconds in. Good, breathing, core tight. Good, again, allow yourself that break as needed. We're halfway. Nice job, good. Working through that quad. If we feel any discomfort in our knee, feel free to slow it down. Just make sure we engage our quad on the inside and the outside of that quadricep. We're almost home. 15 seconds left. Nice job. Here we go. Let's get these last 8 seconds. Way to fight. Good. You got it. 5. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. Starting off round number 3, we have our prone snow angels. Feel free to grab onto pillows as shown here. If not, we can make this same motion without them. After that, we have our sofa crunch with our heels on the sofa. Good, and finally after that, we'll have our butt kickers. Now with this one, feel free to modify this with a slower pace, But if not, we're driving our heel towards our glutes, opposite of what we did with our jogging in place where we brought our knee up. Starting off, we have our prone snow angels. So we'll go and set 2 pillows diagonal of our head, starting flat on our stomach, keeping our legs on the ground. And we'll be on in 3, 2, let's begin. So raising our arms up, bringing our biceps towards our ears, and then our arms back out to our sides as we lift and raise, keeping our eyes to the ground, our neck neutral, and again, keeping our legs flat in the ground. Now feel free to anchor your heels under the sofa as shown here. If not, again, just make sure that we keep our legs down as we go and focus just on our upper body. Good. Our head could be slightly off the ground, chest could be slightly off the ground. Just make sure that we're not pinching our neck. And again, that neck stays neutral as we make this full circle back to our waist. And then bringing our biceps back towards our ears. Again, feel free to go and set those pillows down just so that way we stay true with that lift as we make our circle towards our body. Back away. Good, 10 seconds left. Again, neck neutral, core tight, body nice and long, shoulder blades engaged. 4 seconds, last one, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. Coming up, we have our sofa crunches. We place our heels on the sofa, legs at 90 degrees. Let's begin. Fingertips behind our ears, just steadily bringing our shoulder blades off the ground, engaging the top part of our abs, making sure we don't pull on our neck. Short exhale as we come up, controlled as we bring our shoulder blades back to the ground. Make sure both our shoulder blades and our head go back to that resting position in between every breath. Make sure we're not pulling on our neck to get extra range of motion. When we're working the top part of our abs, so let's focus on engaging just that part of our abs as we come about halfway up. Halfway up meaning halfway up relative to a sit-up. 25 seconds left. Feel free to take that break if we need. Again, just make sure we're not pulling on our neck. Way to work. There we go. Good. Just focusing just on that good form. Neck stays neutral. Again, not pulling on that neck. Chin stays tucked. 8 seconds. Good work. Way to get these last reps in. 5. Nice. 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset real quick. Coming up for our cardio exercise, we have our butt kickers. Feel free to modify this exercise by going a little bit slower or taking the dynamics out. We'll be on in 4, 3, 2, and let's begin. With a steady drive, we're going to be bringing our heels towards our glutes. Basically the opposite motion of what we did when we were jogging in place. So instead of driving our knee, our heel goes more towards our glute. Still landing on the ball of our foot, still letting that heel come down second. So the ball of the foot hits first, and then the heel comes down as well. 40 seconds left. Feel free to take that break just like we did with all of our exercises. Good. Make sure we're moving our arms as well to keep those dynamics going. At any point, if we lose our tempo or our form, feel free to reset. Nice. Good. Way to get that tempo going. Good. Just working at our own pace, chopping our arms to help our legs move. Feel free to take that last break, and we have about 12 seconds left. Nice. 10 seconds. Good. Good. Let's get these last ones in. Here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's shake it out. Here comes our next round. So for round number 4, we're starting off with prisoner squats, just having our fingertips behind our ears. After that, we'll be working with a plank with a sofa tap. Feel free to bring both arms up or just one arm up at a time. After that, we'll be adding a progression to our prisoner squat and adding a side crunch to it. Just bringing that elbow towards our knee, and we'll alternate our sides as we go through. Good. Starting off, we'll start off with that prisoner squat. So our fingertips behind our ears. And whenever you're ready, let's begin. Good. Again, we're just working just the prisoner squat now with our fingertips behind our ears, keeping our chest up, core tight, and sitting our hips back as we squat. Now our squat form, we want to make sure that that knee lines up over our ankles so it's not too far in and not too far out. What may help is slightly rotating our knees out as we push our hips back. We're pushing through our glutes as we come up. Again, keeping that chest tall, core tight. Good, and that's 30 seconds. Feel free to reset if we need to. Nice, and as we sit back again, just make sure that we're not dropping our chest. Driving through our tailbone, core tight. Nice work with that. We got about 15 seconds left. Nice, that's the way to sit back, evenly pushing through our legs. 8 seconds left. Good, last 5 seconds, keeping our form. 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and we'll reset. Next one, we're going down to our plank position using our sofa. Now again, feel free to just tap our arms, or we could bring both arms up at the same time. Let's go ahead and begin. Starting just one arm, tapping just one at a time, keeping our core tight and our hips square. Alternating our arms, keeping that belly driven in. Good. If you feel like you want to add that progression, we can always step our arm up. Good. And that opposite arm up. So we have our plank with both arms up on the sofa and then stepping both arms down. Ideally, we alternate the arm that we lead with, or feel free to switch it up at any point, or halfway. Good. Feel free to switch it back to that plank tap if you like. Make it work for you. Feel free to go down to your knees at any point. Just make sure as we work, we keep our core tight. Good. Maybe we're feeling good for these last 15, so we can add in that progression and that step up. Good. And we can always just again stay with that tap. 8 seconds. Way to push through. You got this. 8 seconds. There you go. Good. Let's get these last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's reset real quick. We'll come back up to standing. We're going back to our prisoner squat now, adding in our side crunch. Let's go ahead and get in position. Fingertips behind our ears. 3, 2, and let's begin. Dropping our hips just like we did before. Now at the top of our position, our top of our squat, we'll bring our elbow towards our knee, alternating our sides as we come up. Now that knee is going to externally rotate as it comes up to meet that elbow. We want our elbow and knee to meet about waist level. Good. Exhaling as we come up. Nice. Good. Pushing through that leg. That stationary leg as we bring that opposite side up. Squeezing our oblique at the top of the motion as we raise that leg. Feel free to slow it down, take that break at any point. We've got 20 seconds left. Nice, good work. Our last 15 seconds, keeping our chest up when we squat, and then driving that knee up, the elbow to the knee, dropping that elbow so it meets our knee, so we can get that good squeeze. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Whew, good work. Let's reset. Round number 5, we have our sofa tricep extensions. After that, we'll be working our quadruped hip rotations. We'll be on our hands and knees. We'll move our hip one direction for 15 seconds, opposite direction for 15, and then we'll switch our legs at that 30-second mark. After that, we'll come up to standing and working our jump rope with a steady tempo, just staying light on the ball of our foot. Our first exercise is that sofa tricep extension, so let's get in position, palms facing the sofa, and let's begin. So as we lower our head towards the sofa, we want to bring our elbows in tight. Keeping our elbows in tight will allow us to isolate our triceps as we come up. Also make sure that we're not tensing up our neck, exhaling as we come up. Good. Keeping our knees on the ground, our core tight, so that means our butt isn't in the air. We want to keep our hips flat instead. Good. As we lower down, again, keeping our body up, chest up, just allowing our elbows to bend as we lower. Good. We're over halfway. Take that break as needed. Good. We want to exhale as we come up. Breathe on the way up. Nice. Good. Last 20 seconds. Nice, y'all. Good. 15 seconds. That's the way to fight through. We're almost there. Good. Breathing on the way up. 8 seconds left. Good. Just those triceps. Keep that form. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. We're on our hands and knees, quadruped hip rotations. So let's go ahead and starting off with one leg. We're just going to make a circle in one direction, leading with that knee. Try to keep your leg at 90 degrees as we make that circle. One more, and then after that, we're going to change directions with that same leg, just going that opposite direction, still keeping that leg at 90 degrees. Trying to loosen and open up that hip. So we open and lift that knee as we make that circle. 3, 2, and let's go and switch legs. Same thing on that other side. Starting off with one of our directions. Leading with that knee. Keeping our core tight. Try not to move our hip too much. One more. And we'll change directions. Good. Let's take that knee the opposite direction now.
Keeping our core tight as that knee comes up. 8 seconds left. Nice, good. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's reset. Nice, and we'll come up to standing. Next one is our jump rope. The good thing about this jump rope is you can't mess it up. We're just bouncing on the ball of our foot. Let's go ahead and get started whenever you're ready. So nice little pace, just bouncing on the ball of our foot, but again, we're also allowing that heel still to come down. It's just the ball of the foot that's going to hit the floor first. But if possible, try to allow that heel to come down. Good. 45 seconds left. Using our arms, making that circular motion. Feel free to change directions on this as well. Shake it out at any point. Nice, and we have 35 seconds left. Good. Steady drive, steady breathing. Good. Way to move those feet. Good work. About 25 seconds left. Nice. Feel free to change up that motion. Feel free to move around a little bit if you'd like. 15 seconds left. Nice work. Good. Feel free to pick it up for our last 10. Nice work. 6 seconds. 5. Good. 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's reset. Here comes round number 6. We'll start off with our sofa Bulgarian split squats. We want that back toe on the sofa. Feel free to leave the back toe off as our modification. After that, our side plank with the hip lift. Feel free to bring that bottom knee down also as our modification. After that, we have our burpee with the plank jack. Hopping out to our burpee and hopping our feet out and in. Feel free to slow this down or take any part of it out that we need. We'll start off with our Bulgarian split squat, putting that back leg and toe on the sofa. 3, 2, and let's go ahead and begin. Sinking into our back leg, pressing up with our front leg, we'll work our Bulgarian split squat. Your hand position could be whatever feels comfortable. If you have some weights and want to use those, feel free to grip onto those. Now, there's a bit of balance with this, so try to find a focal point right in front of you. And that'll allow us to give us a little bit of a center to work from to make that balance a little easier. Let's get this last rep on that leg. Good, and we'll switch sides. Reaching that other leg behind us, balancing on the ball of that back foot, and pushing through our front leg. Our motion should also be straight up and down, so just make sure that knee doesn't go too far forward. It just shouldn't pass our toes. Nice, 15 seconds left. Good work. Exhaling as we come up, 10 seconds left. Got it. Good. Keep that balance, keep that focal point. Last 3, 2, and time. Good, let's reset. Next one coming up is our side plank with the hip lift. So we'll go to the ground, forearm on the ground. Feel free to drop that bottom knee. 3, 2, let's begin. Steady drive through our hips, squeezing our oblique. That's the side of our abs as we come up. Want to balance on that forearm, that bottom forearm. And again, we can always take that bottom knee down if we like instead of stacking our feet. 45 seconds, you got it. There you go. 5 seconds on that side. Last 3, 2, and let's go ahead and switch sides. Take your time switching. Forearm down on that other side. Feet stacked to that bottom knees on the ground, and we're back in. Good. Exhaling as we come up. Again, focus on that part of that muscle, that part of your abs that we're hitting, the obliques. 15 seconds left. There you go. 10 seconds left. We're almost home. Nice. Let's get these last 5, family. Good breathing. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Take your time coming up to standing. And coming up, we have our burpee with the split jack. And we're on 4, 3, 2, and let's begin. Feel free to start just by stepping out. If not, we hop out, hop to our split jack, and we come up to standing. So the burpee is basically going from the standing position down to a plank. So we're squatting in between, pushing our hips back, bring our hands to the ground as we hop back. Now again, feel free to take the dynamic side of this and just simply step back. Step one leg out at a time for that hip abduction, and we can step back up. Good, we're about halfway there. Feel free to take a break if you need. Good, breathing as we go through. 25 seconds left. Now the benefit to our metabolic work that we're doing here is we continue to burn calories hours and hours after we're working out. We like to say that sometimes in class as a friendly little reminder of the effort that we're putting in. Let's get these last 10 seconds. I promise it's worth it. Nice, good. 5 seconds, 4, last one. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's go ahead and reset. Coming up, round number 7. We have our sofa push-ups, a sofa walking plank, and then after that, we'll have a freestyle stretch. So we want to have our sofa for this one, and make sure that we have a little room to walk side to side for our walking plank. Now for that stretch that we mentioned, you can do whatever you'd like. If you want to do some cardio for this, feel free. If not, we'll just go and knock out a freestyle stretch. Let's go ahead and get into that push-up position now. So we're gonna have our hands on the outside, and whenever you're ready, let's start. Lowering our chest towards the edge of the sofa, exhaling as we press up. And we can work this position in our full push-up position, or at any point we can drop to our knees and work our modified push-up. Now we want to line the edge of the sofa with our chest line. Good, exhaling as we come up, keeping our elbows relatively tight to the body, and again, feel free at any point to modify to our knees. Good, we're about halfway there, 30 seconds left. Nice, 25 seconds, good. As we come up, again, we want to exhale on the way up. Inhale as we go down, exhale as we go up. Good, keep that good grip. Feel free to modify on the ground as well. Good, if not, let's go ahead and finish up. We got our last 10 seconds. Good, way to fight. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. Similar position for this next one. We're just walking our hands and our legs side to side. And we'll start in 3, 2, and we're on the clock. So just walking just the length of our sofa, and it might just be one step, one hand movement. But the idea is that we're working on our core stability and our balance, plus our core strength and our chest strength again. And make sure we take our time keeping our hips flat as we go side to side. Again, we can always modify on the ground if that works better for us. Core tight, good breathing. We got 30 seconds left. Just gonna take that break as needed. Good. Try to find also a good position for that palm to go in to where that wrist feels supported. Good. Core stays tight, hips stay flat. Let's stay with these last 12 seconds. You got it. 10 seconds left. Core tight, good. Hips square. Last 5, 4, nice 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. And coming up is our freestyle stretch. So for this, whatever you'd like to do, we'll just get a minute on the clock whenever you're ready. Now, if you're gonna follow along what we're doing here, you can step forward and do a pigeon stretch, step back, and we can alternate our sides as we go through, if you'd like. If not, any other stretch you'd like to do. The advantage of this one is we've been working all that lower body work. This will help keep that glute loose, help keep pressure off our knee. Now sometimes the stretch itself can hurt our knees, so again, feel free to go into any other glute or quad or hip exercise or stretch, or again, maybe we just address something that has been tight for us recently. 30 seconds left. Nice, good work with that. 12 seconds. Just focusing on that breathing. We got our 8th round coming up after this. Nice, 10 seconds left. Let's go ahead and finish these stretches. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. Round number 8 coming up. So coming into round number 8, we'll be working our sofa squats. Just tapping our tailbone to the seat. If not, we can just work a squat without the sofa. After that, we'll have our sofa bridge, resting our head on the sofa, working our bridge, driving through our heels as we come up. After that, our cardio exercise will be our jump squats. Now feel free to take the dynamics out of this and just come up onto our toes. If not, we'll have a steady jump leaving the ground. First exercise though will be our sofa squats. So let's go ahead and back up to where our sofa is, and we'll work our squat, keeping our chest up. We'll be on in 5, 4, 3, 2, Let's begin. Chest stays up, hips stay back, slightly opening up our knees as we drop our hips for our squat. Now, as we practiced before, we want to make sure that we're lining our knee over our ankle as we sit back for our squat. Core stays tight, and we want to push through our heels as we come back up. Nice, good work. Way to keep our chest up, way to keep that core tight. We have about 30 seconds left. Nice, good work. Way to engage those glutes and hamstrings. Good, quads engage as we come up as well. We've got about 20 seconds left. Nice work, there you go, way to keep that chest up, good. Just keeping our form, that's all we gotta do, 10 seconds. Nice, way to get that leg work in today. Here we go, our last 5. Nice, 3, 2, and time. Good, let's go ahead and reset. We'll be lying on our sofa now, head rested, just driving through our heels. Find a comfortable position and we'll be on 4, 3, 2, let's begin. Driving through our heels, just as we did earlier with our bridge, just now with our head on the sofa, we want to engage our glutes specifically at the top of this. Now, we'll get a little bit of hamstring work, but this one's a little bit more glute dominant relative to the bridge that we did earlier. Just again, make sure that head stays rested on the sofa as we come up and down. We're driving through our heels as we come up. Good, and we're at about our halfway mark. Feel free to take that break. Nice job, there we go, good. Exhaling as we come up, you got 20 seconds left. Nice job, there we go, good. Way to get these last reps in. Exhaling as we come up, 10 seconds. Nice job, here we go, let's finish it out. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Let's go ahead and reset. Coming up to standing, and now we have our jump squats. Again, feel free to take the dynamics out of this. Feel free to mix it up. You can do a little bit of both. Either way, we'll be on 4, 3, 2, let's begin. Good. Exploding up as we come up to our jump squat. If not, again, we can just come up onto our toes, leaving the jump out of it, and then sitting back onto our heels. Either way, we work with a steady pace, allowing ourselves a break as needed. 15 seconds in, you got about 40 seconds left. Nice. Nice job, good. Feel free to take a breather, even in between every jump as needed. 30 seconds left. Nice job, good. Core tight, slightly opening up our knees as we sit back into our heels. Nice, that's the way to explode up. You got 20 seconds left. Feel free to take that last break, 15 seconds. Alrighty, here we go, home stretch, 10 seconds. Way to push, you got this. Nice, way to get stronger today, 5 seconds, you got it. 4, 3, 2, and time. Woo! Let's shake it out. Round number 9. Towel pull-ups are our first one. We'll be lying flat on our stomach, pulling our towel in toward our upper chest. After that, we'll come up to standing to work our bent over ventral raise. Also working our shoulders, more of our shoulder flexibility for this exercise. And after that, we'll be working our sofa taps. Feel free again to take the dynamics out of this just by working a tap. If not, we can work our sofa toe taps like our soccer taps, working with a steady tempo and allowing ourselves that break as needed. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in position for our pull-ups. Whenever you're ready, we're on the clock. Pulling that towel into our upper chest, tapping our upper chest at the top of the motion. Now, just like we did earlier in our prone position, we want to keep our legs flat on the ground. We're focusing just on our upper back, just on our shoulder blades, just on our rear delts as we pull our towel in. Also, try to keep your neck neutral so our eyes stay relatively fixed to the ground through the duration of the motion. Again, keeping our feet flat on the ground, we're at about that halfway mark. Nice shot, good. Exhaling as we bring our elbows down, driving our elbows towards our waist as we bring that towel in towards us. Good job, way to finish up. We got about 12 seconds left. Nice Nice job. Let's get these last ones in. Here we go. 5 seconds. Nice job. Good. 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's reset. We'll come up to standing for our bent over ventral raise. Our bent over ventral raise, we're in the bottom of our deadlift. So let's get in position and begin. Working on raising our arms up, bringing our biceps towards our ears, dropping our shoulder blades, and holding that top position for a 2 count. That's keeping our core tight and again our back flat. So making sure that we're not rounding our back. Instead, we keep that strong upper back. A lot of us have poor posture, and if that's the case, this might be a tough position to maintain. So that's okay to take breaks. Just maybe even work 1 rep each time. Good, 30 seconds left. Again, just work with our range of motion, just where our body allows. Taking our time. Shoulders still pulled back, back still stays flat. 20 seconds. Just raising our arms up just to where our body allows. 12 seconds left. Good work. Nice. We're gonna keep that form, neck and shoulders relaxed. Our 5-second countdown. 4, good. 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's go ahead and reset. Shake our arms out, legs out. Let's go ahead and find that sofa. We'll be working our sofa toe taps in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and get started. So staying light on the ball of our foot again, bringing our toe and just tapping the edge of the sofa. Feel free to shake it out. This one's really challenging, so we can go and take breaks as needed, as always, or again, take the dynamics out and just work that tap. It might just be contingent upon how you're feeling today. It doesn't mean that you're going easier or harder. You might just be working smarter today. So again, feel free again to just work that tap. Nice and slow. Good, and we're about halfway in, 30 seconds. Feel free to use those arms as well. Nice, if we're feeling good, we can go back into that toe tap. Good, adding back in the dynamics. Light on the ball of the foot. 20 seconds left. Shot. Good. Last 15. Again, feel free to switch it out, modify it, go back and forth between the two. Good. 8 seconds left. Nice shot. Last 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Round number 10. Here we go. We'll be starting off with a squat to reverse lunge. So we'll alternate between a squat and a reverse lunge, stepping back. After that, we have our plank drag, so we'll be using our pillow. If you want to grab a pillow, have that handy. And finally, we'll be doing our sofa mountain climbers. Again, feel free to slow this one down if you'd like. We'll start off though with our squat to reverse lunge. Get in position. 3, 2, and let's begin. Starting off with our squat, reverse lunge. We'll return to our squat, and then we step that reverse lunge back with that opposite leg. Keeping our chest up and our core tight, putting together these 2 motions that we worked separately before. Feel free to focus just on one of the motions if the other one gives us any discomfort. Nice. Making sure our core stays tight, chest stays up. We're halfway. Feel free to shake your legs out at any point. Nice job. Good. 25 seconds. That form, that posture, lose balance, it's okay. Last 15 seconds, that's the way to keep working, nice. 10 seconds, good, this is our last strength exercise. 8 seconds. Nice, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Let's go ahead and reset. Next one, we're gonna grab our pillow, and we'll be working on plank drag. So, plank position, and we're gonna pull the pillow using our opposite arm, pulling it between our body. We'll be on 3, 2, let's begin. Pulling that pillow again with that opposite arm across the body and then posting up. Alternating our arms, alternating our sides as we pull through. Now a way to make this a little bit easier and more manageable, I guess, is to go into widen up our base. So widening up your feet will prevent us from tilting our hips. Now, if you want more of a challenge, bring your feet closer, but it tends to tilt our hips, which is something we want to stay away from. Good, and we're about halfway. At any point, feel free to come down onto your knees and reset. Nice shot. Core tight, steady breathing. You got it. 20 seconds left. Steady breathing. Good. 15 seconds. Just Square core tight. Good. Here comes our last 10. Nice. Keeping our form. Here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's go ahead and reset. And here it is, our last exercise, our sofa mountain climbers. Placing our hands at the edge of the sofa, steady drive with our knee towards our wrist. Feel free to just work just the knee punch, slow it down. Let's go and get in position. We'll go on 4, 3, 2, let's begin. Again, steady knee drive, keeping our abs tight, exploding through our core as we bring that knee up and back. All in one motion, we explode up. If not, we can slow it down. Again, just working just that knee punch by itself. Breathing steadily, taking that break as needed. Good, 40 seconds left. Nice, that's the way to work. Way to get this last one in. Good, 30 seconds left. Again, reset if we need to. Take that break. Good, slow down to that knee punch if you like. Make it work for you. Make it work for you. 20 seconds left. All right, family, here we go. Our last 15 seconds. Let's get these last ones in. Good, 10 seconds. Breathing, exhaling as that knee comes in. Nice work. 5, good. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and time. Great work today, family. Let's go ahead and stretch it out, foam roll it out, recover. We'll see you tomorrow.